Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I am your tarot reader Stephanie, and today's reading is about the next chapter of your love life. We have 4 piles here for you today. Pile 1, we have a smoky quartz heart with the heart card, number 31. Pile 2, we have a rose quartz heart with the lover, number 17. Pile 3, we have a selenite heart with the kiss card, number 60. And pile 4, we have a red jasper heart with the Eros card, number 71. So take a few deep moments, take a few deep breaths, think about what's coming up next, open up your heart a little bit just to see what it wants to come through, and I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the smoky quartz heart, then we have your reading here about the next chapter of your love life. So you chose the heart card, and this is just meant to be a placeholder. So I'm going to put this back into the archetype decks, and I'm probably going to, let me go ahead and shuffle that now. I do have a song coming through for you, and it's the White Stripes. I haven't heard the song in a minute. It's called Fell in Love with a Girl. So several ways to take that song. Either some of you could be falling in love with a girl, or specifically of somebody who identifies as a woman here, not necessarily a girl. So regardless of your gender or orientation, that could be what's happening. Another way to take that song, I would listen to it because there's a lot that happens in it, but it's basically a whirlwind of falling in love with somebody who is probably a little bit more fun than they are committal, because there's a line in it that says, come and kiss me by the riverside. Yeah, Bobby says it's fine. He doesn't consider it cheating. So I don't know. Maybe for some of you, you're just keeping it casual, but you're falling for somebody and maybe they're a little wild. Red hair with a curl. Just listen to this song. It's a cute song. It's short. I love it. I love the white stripes. But let's get your card. So you get the storm. Yeah, whatever this is, it happens unexpectedly, because I'm kind of seeing the Tower card here, where whatever this is, whatever this love thing going on is, it happens in a flash, it happens quickly, and it may or may not last depending on what hits and what doesn't hit here. For a lot of you, I do feel like you're single. Not gonna lie, unless you're in an open relationship or something more polyamorous, I feel like this is definitely a little bit more for my singles out there. But if you are in a relationship already, I feel like something is going to come up between you and your person that is kind of out of nowhere, a little fun. It's kind of like a flash or a strike of youthfulness. Like maybe you both feel like teenagers again for whatever reason. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards, pile 1. We have in the now. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Being in the now is important for your love life at this moment. Release any expectations or worries about your future. Only in the now can you manifest and influence your current love situation. I feel the need to speak on this because, you know, sometimes when we get a crush on somebody, we tend to pine after them. We tend to maybe lust after them. It's kind of like you're not living in this energy of pining after people anymore. We're not even doing all of that. Oh, I wonder if they like me. Do they not like me? We're doing everything in the present moment here in pile 1's love life, next chapter of their love life. So I feel like you're not going to have crushes. You're just going to have people that you flirt with, people that are, you know, messaging you, people that you're doing stuff with. You don't really care about the potential. You care about what's happening now. It's both good and bad. Good because it makes you stay in the present moment, and the universe loves it when we're living in the moment. It loves it when we're very much in a present tense rather than worrying about the future or worrying about the past. You're in the now, and that's all that matters. And the negative side of this is that it can either feel or lead to impulsiveness. So do be careful with what you're doing in the moment. We have Camel. Why did I hear Knight of Pentacles here? This makes me think of Earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let me set that off to the side because I'm not sure who this is. We have jealousy and possessiveness. Oh, this could definitely be a Taurus. And I'm calling my own sign out here because, yeah, we do tend to be a little bit possessive. We can get a little jealous. I just need to censor this. And this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic people either. You could have friends or family that are very possessive of you whenever you get into relationships. And maybe some of you are learning to deal with that. You know, maybe some of you have friends that whenever you get a partner, your friend gets a little bit annoyed or jealous that all your time is being spent with somebody else rather than them. Or even family can be this way. So for some of you, you're dealing with jealousy and possessiveness on various levels in this next chapter of your love life, regardless of whether you're in a connection or not. Anxiety. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. So anxiety is considered to be worrying about the future. Depression is lamenting the past. On both spectrums, excessively. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're taming your anxiousness or anxiety or anxious habits by being in the present moment. We also have this card. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. What did I say? We're not looking at the past. We're not looking at the future because all that does is feed anxieties. We are in the now. So I'm going to put these down here because I feel like these are things that you have already learned. We have Rangda, fear, yeah, next to anxiety. And Baime, beauty. So several things. A lot of you are learning to deal with, well, for some of you, there is a bit of a glow up coming through with beauty here with Baime. You've got a lot going on, pile one. Because I'm trying to tap into this energy. Whatever person you're attracting next, if you don't already have one, they're going to be very steadfast. They're going to be very loyal. They might be a little bit slow to take action, though. I feel like they really want to get to know you. You might be friends with them first, or at the very least, they want to be sure about you. So this isn't somebody who's sliding into your DMs for like a hit it and quit it thing. No, you might want that with them. I'll be honest. I feel like you might be more used to that energy from either other people or you yourself. But I feel like this next person, they're going to take their sweet little time. Because they're going to want to, why am I hearing they're going to want to relish you? They're going to want to enjoy you, getting to know you. This person is very calm and they're very laid back. Like maybe you don't typically go for this kind of person because I could see you, a past version of you, think that this person is either boring or just a little bit more mundane. Maybe you're already friends with them, but now you're starting to see them in a new light and you're starting to appreciate the fact that they're very patient with you because it seems that they've seen you through these anxious episodes or even these fears, or at the very least they know about this. This person has a lot, I'm hearing a lot of faith in you, but also a lot of patience for you. They may or may not know about your past, but I see this person just not giving up on you. And that's not to say that they're pursuing you relentlessly. That's not what that means at all. It just means that they don't give up on the idea that you two could one day be a thing. That said, it's going to take some time. This is if you don't already have somebody. If you already do have somebody, this is definitely them. Like they're already very patient with you. They already they're steadfast. They're there for you. And you know this because they show up for you consistently. So earth sign energy for sure. With this storm, like I said, something happens unexpectedly. It could be that you're already friends with this person. You're already kind of doing a thing. And then something happens when you both get stuck with each other. Either maybe literally during a storm or maybe it's rain. Why do I keep getting this scenario from from those trashy romance novels where it's the couple ends up having to stay in a little cabin overnight because it's raining and it's the 1700s and you can't go out on horse and buggy during a storm, so they just spend a steamy night together. That's what I'm seeing. For some of you, you're getting something similar to that, where circumstances just make it that you both end up alone together and you spend quite a lovely time. I don't know if it'll get steamy or not. That's up to you. And of course, if you already have a partner, I feel like you're probably going to enjoy that because maybe you don't get a lot of time to yourself. I forgot my froggy cards. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle a froggy card for you because I'm obsessed with these cards. Some of you could find that this jealousy and possessiveness kind of comes out of nowhere, but you kind of love it. Okay. I am worthy of safe and healthy relationships. I love that. I love that because there's not many cards in this deck that actually talk about relationships, but you get one of the few that does. You are worthy and safe. Sorry, you are worthy of safe and healthy relationships, pile one. I feel like that just bears repeating. You are worthy of healthy and safe relationships. And I feel like that's why some of you aren't used to this energy. You used to find this camel character boring. But you're starting to see the beauty in this. You're starting to see exactly why that person is better for you than a lot of your maybe flashier, steamier past people. Because all that was, you know, lust. And this person, they're showing up in a way where you know that they're going to be true to you. And maybe some of you aren't used to that. But the past is behind you, release it. And this new path, this new person, they're going to be there for you. And you'll know because you won't feel the need to hurry it along. You're going to feel okay with them regardless of how fast or how slow this happens. And I feel like they're going to be okay with that too. They're not going to rush you into anything, nor will you. And it's going to be refreshing. But with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the tarot for my pile 1. And I want to thank you so much for clicking on this video and supporting the channel, even just through sheer curiosity. If you're new here, hello, I'm Stephanie. Or Hazel, you can call me whichever. Or Lucia, you can call me whichever. So we're going to look at the tarot. And let's do a you versus them. I wasn't going to. I'm going to intend you to be on the left side and your person to be on the right side. Middle will be connecting energies. And your person can either be the person you're currently with, the person you're casually seeing, or somebody from the future. Not always, but sometimes the person on the, like your person might have multiple characters in it because you might be dating or seeing multiple people. Okay, so I want to start with connecting energies. Okay, these 3 wanted to come out. We have the 8 of Swords. Oh, I love that. Reversed. Queen of Swords. Love her. The Fool. Like I said, the past is behind you, but some of you might still be like, you might still be dealing with things from the past. For some of you, an ex isn't completely out of the picture and maybe you're having to tiptoe around them. Take that as it resonates, especially those of you who have like children with a former partner. And the 9 of Wands. Yeah. So let's put it this way. Your love life, you're kind of breaking out of past cycles, past something you didn't see before, you're seeing now. And for a lot of you, this could have something to do with either exes of yours or even just repeating cycles. Because the Queen of Swords is nobody's fool. She knows exactly what she wants. She knows exactly how to think logically. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're using your logic a little bit more when it comes to your dating life, because it's kind of like love can only take you so much into life. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, you're looking for a life partner or somebody that you can go the distance with. Not everybody, because I do get the feeling that some of you might be lover boys, lover girls, and maybe you're not ready to settle down. But even if that wasn't the case, you're looking for somebody you can depend on, somebody you can rely on, somebody who won't play mind games. Because for a lot of you, you used to think that people messing around with you or even just, you know, the physical aspects was all that you wanted and needed in relationships. But there's like a maturity here with the 9 of Wands, especially. It's kind of like you're leveling up. I mean, look at this girl. She looks like she's glowing up, literally. Look at this gorgeous gown she's got. It's like nobody can tell her what she is. She knows exactly what she is. There's a lot of confidence here. Mostly mental confidence is what is coming through with the Queen of Swords here. So let's go ahead and get cards for you, pile 1. The one thing I will say, you're going to come off as very intimidating to the people around you. We have the 9, yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. You're good on your own. We have the 7 of Swords. Like I said, you're nobody's fool here. Oh, a lot of you have become so good at being able to catch people in their BS. And I feel like that's what's kept you single for so long, if you are single. If you're already in a relationship, the 7 of Swords is definitely past energy, or even if it's not past energy, you could be dealing with that from like other people around you. And this isn't exactly from your partner per se, but maybe like former partners. Like I said, if there's like the parent of your children are still involved in your life somehow, because they have to be, you're learning to deal with that or how to handle that better. We have the 8 of Wands. You're learning to slow down as well. And the Judgment card reversed. Judgment reversed. This means that you're going back on certain things that used to be like make it or break it kind of deals. You're going back on them. I feel like for some of you, you're reassessing what your red flags are. Not saying that you're lowering your standards. It's more like you're upping your standards, but also, again, acknowledging that just because somebody doesn't ask you out within the first week of you talking to them doesn't necessarily mean that that makes them a red flag. It probably means that they need a little bit more time, and maybe you want to take your time with them too. So you're reassessing what it means to want to have certain kinds of relationships. But overall, certain standards you have are changing, not because you're lowering them, but because you're either enforcing them or setting them higher, or just reevaluating them to make more sense. For example, you know, when you're younger, you don't really want, well, I'm making a generalization here, but this is the example I'm providing. Yeah, let me just use me as an example so I don't offend anybody. When I was younger, I used to say that I didn't want to be with anybody who had kids because at the time I didn't want kids. In my 30s now, and more people of that age have children, so it's more realistic for me to be more accepting of people having children, you know, from previous partners or marriages, etc. It's that kind of mentality. It's also just a thing, like, you know, people in their 50s, 60s are going to more than likely already have children, so that's not really like a make it or break it kind of standard. It's just the reality of it. So take that as it resonates. That's what I'm seeing. You're reassessing what your standards are. Okay, let's see your person. This could be somebody you're already with or a potential partner. We've got the Two of Swords. You're not dealing with you're not dealing with people who ghost. You're not dealing with people who don't know how to communicate effectively. I'm seeing this as the people who slide into your DMs. If all they have to say is WID, you're not paying attention to them. Or if all they shoot you is a SUP, S-U-P, like, I don't think you're going to deal with that. You want coherent conversation. You want actual conversation. Maybe some of you aren't even texting anymore. Maybe you just settle for, sorry, not settle. Maybe you're upping it to having conversation, whether if it's on the phone or face to face. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. You're also understanding that if somebody can't make the time for you, they're not for you, because what you require is somebody who's willing to make the time for you. And that's fair, because I feel like you make time for people here, pile 1. We have the 6 of Wands. And the Tower. Yeah, there's somebody, didn't we get the Storm and the Oracles? Somebody's coming in unexpectedly, but this ends up being something good. But I feel like you already know them. Because this isn't like a random stranger that you hook up with and you fall in love with. No, this is like an unexpected encounter with somebody that you already saw as a potential person. Either they're already a friend, or maybe they're even on your roster already if you're dating multiple people. It's kind of like, whoever this person is, maybe you didn't hear from them for a while. Maybe they were really going through something, but then suddenly, like one day they just show up, or they message you, call you, and stuff happens quickly. But like I said, you already know this person well enough to understand and establish that you kind of want something with them, or that you would be okay having something with them. I feel like you find this when you least expected. Another way of seeing this is like maybe somebody confesses something to you at a random moment, or maybe maybe the timing is a little bit off here with the Two of Swords, because I'm being told that the Two of Swords can also be the timing not being right, not necessarily a lack of communication, but a mismatch of communication. So maybe somebody tells you something at a weird time, but it makes sense because it makes you happy, because the Six of Inspiration, the Six of Wands here is a victory. So I feel like this next person you're going to be with, you're going to really enjoy their company. You're really going to like them. And they're going to make time for you, because the 10 of Wands, I feel like you make their life easier, or you do something for them and they truly, truly adore this. I just feel like the timing is going to be a little bit weird or a little bit off. Like you wish it had been sooner, or maybe later, or maybe somebody here isn't completely available when this happens. Either they're already wrapped up in like a career, or somebody's going somewhere, or somebody has to go away for some time. Maybe somebody's like still kind of technically in a relationship and they're getting out of it. I'm thinking more like in marriages and stuff, like when people are separated and like the divorce hasn't been finalized, something along those lines. So there's something off about the timing, but I feel like it's going to feel like a win. It's going to be a positive thing here. Pile 1, back of the deck. Yeah, the star. Lots of hope, lots of beautiful hope here for you and your potential partner. If you're already with a person, they're just leveling up their availability for you. Like they listen to what you've had to say and they want to be better for you. And the Tower definitely means that they're going to surprise you in some way that is going to reaffirm just exactly why you chose them to be your partner. And I don't want to spoil that surprise. That's how I'll leave it here, pile 1. But let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice. We're going to do some channeled messages from your person. From the Cupid Says Oracle. And then I also want to do a self-care card. Let's start with the self-care cards. This could either be something you do on your own or with your partner to bring something a little bit nice and spicy to your love life. So, pile 1, we have make an altar. So, 2 ways of taking this. Of course, I am thinking of the altar as in, like, at a wedding ceremony, there's usually an altar where they have stuff. Though, I'll be honest, I wonder if this is more... only certain religions have this, because I grew up Catholic and at the altar they have like all these weird things like the candles and a special Eucharist for the thing. So maybe that's just my religion, or maybe your religion has something similar as well. Another way of seeing this, you could be making an altar to, for example, Aphrodite or any love goddess that you worship and admire. I know I have one. I have an Aphrodite statue somewhere in my house. I had to take her down because there was like some renovations going on, but I have to remake that altar. But I have an altar to her, and I put like rose quartz around her and sometimes my favorite jewelry, or even like one of my favorite perfumes. And that's just my way of honoring my love situation here. So some of you could make an altar for love, especially those singles who want to manifest something here. And for those of you who are already in a relationship, posting pictures online of the both of you, or even putting pictures around your home, your living space of the both of you happy together could really bring in some positive energy. Yeah. Some of you need to start putting up pictures of you and your partner together just to remind yourself why you choose them every day. For some of you, you have a partner with a really nice smile. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your cards. These are going to be channel messages from your person or future person if you don't already have one. You are incredible. Do you know that? Your person finds you so incredible. This is not a phase. Like I said, for some of you, this person is very patient with you, or you're going to be friends with this person for a while. You could also just be dating very casually for a long time before you decide to actually become a couple. Take a leap. Yeah, somebody here is taking a leap. Why would you say that? Interesting. I'm going to leave this right here. Some of you could have intrusive thoughts about your relationship, and that's okay. I feel like that's fine as long as you ask yourself why you're thinking these things, or why you're asking yourself these things. I trust you. Yeah, your person trusts you, and you trust them. And I feel like it's a trust that is not easily broken. Like, you both understand each other. So even when you mess up, you both understand why the other messes up. And some relationships are like that, where there's just such a deep level of understanding, but sometimes understanding and trust is just another form of love. Wait for me. Yeah, like I said, this person is going to take their time. They're going to take their time. You may not like it, or vice versa. For some of you, it could be you taking your time, but they're going to have so much patience for you. And why not? You know what? You could even reject your person initially, and they may ask. It's like, but I feel like you're trying to let them down easy, and you actually don't want to. And they may ask, like, very genuinely. It's like, well, why can't it work out? That's interesting. Like, this person, the way they communicate, it's that Two of Swords energy. This person knows how to get... Okay, so one ability they have is to be able to convince and coerce people into anything. But the thing is, they won't want to do that with you. That said, they're still going to want to have conversations with you about many things. And I feel like it's going to allow you to open up your mind about how you view relationships. This person, again, they start off as a friend because they ask a lot of good questions about yourself and how you view relationships. And they make you question yourself, and not in a way where it's not gaslighty at all. I could see how this person could be that way, but that's not what they want to do with you at all. It's more like they really do want you to question yourself as to why you have gone through the things that you've gone through and why you treat relationships the way you do. And that's why they're a friend first, because I feel like you, at first, either you don't trust it or you kind of understand how they think and you don't know if you like that, but then you're going to start see yourself question a lot of the things you've done in the past. This is mainly for my singles out there. If you're already in a relationship with this person, which that would make a lot of sense, you really love the way they think, and that's another reason why you're with them. Back of the deck, let's make magic happen. That is so cute. Your person could be just as spiritual as you, or they could really love like the spiritual magical stuff that you do, like they partake in it with you. Maybe that's how you make an altar, because you both have like your own little things. But yeah, this is where I leave it, pile one. This is really cute. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose the Lover and the Rose Quartz Heart, then we have a reading here for you about the next chapter of your love life, regardless of whether you are taken or single. So we're going to be looking at your cards to see what is happening, and I'm going to try and read for both of you, but if for whatever reason I feel like the pile is leaning more towards one than the other, then I will state that. But let's go ahead and put your card back into the deck, and we're going to reshuffle a new archetype card for you to see what is coming through in your next chapter of your love life. We have the Seed. We're starting new things here. We're starting new things. We could also be nourishing the seeds that have already been sown. We have Protection. And whatever you've already started, whatever you've already sown, it is so well protected. We have Building Blocks. Wow. Let's build together. This card is a sign that you will attract a solid relationship. Already established relationships will be stronger. Both of you are laying out an honest, strong, and genuine foundation. So this pile, you could definitely already be in something, or could be on track to start something with somebody. I keep hearing that song by is it Michael Jackson? About to be starting something. We're going to be starting something. I mean, there's a lot of songs coming through for you, pile 2, because I also have Beyonce's Love on Top, and for some of you, the song by Carol G, what's it called? Provenza. And the song goes, it's about not having heard from somebody in a moment, and you kind of want to get back together and see where that leads. So take that as it resonates. I want to say Froggy card for last. We have Vishnu, Balance. Yeah, so some of you are trying to balance out things in your life. Ideal Romance. Wow. I feel like some of you have honestly been manifesting like a proper relationship. I know that seems weird, but I feel like some of you just want something you can build on. You want somebody to be with, because I don't know if you have somebody or not. I'm going to be nicer to myself. Yeah, that's why I wanted to save that for last. But we have Snake. I am recording this during Year of the Snake, so Year of the Snake could be important, or somebody here could be Year of the Snake. Regardless, I am seeing transformations. Okay, so my AC has been like turning on and off lately, and just now I felt a gust of like cool air. Oh, I love that. Okay, and then we have Ron, Upheaval. And we have this steamy card, Sensual Union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So, pile 2, you're about to start something with somebody that you've always wanted to start something with. And I'm not saying necessarily that your crush will come through. Whoever you're attracting, if you don't already have somebody, is going to be somebody who's very ideal for you. That said, I would encourage you to release expectations of who you think this is, because it doesn't matter it doesn't matter who they are. This person is going to be divinely sent for you for what you need at this moment to start I keep hearing to start something with them. It could be starting a life. It could be starting a family. It could be starting whatever. If you already have somebody, you know who this is, and I don't really have to explain much to you about them other than it seems like you two are having some sort of ideal situations come to you. There's a lot of good luck here as well. Not only that, but this connection is divinely protected. And I know this seems weird, but without, how do I say this? Sometimes outside forces or outside influence can affect a relationship. And I've seen this a lot with like family wanting to control one individual or another in a relationship, or even the friends of people influencing the connection a lot. Within this connection you're either about to step into or that you already have, you're very protected from outside forces, heavily so. Because I feel like you will even see this play out within your connection at some point. You may see, why am I hearing it? It's kind of like I'm literally hearing they're going to try and send the devil at you and the devil's going to be scared off. That's what I'm seeing. It's like whatever is going on between you and your person, you're so divinely protected because you both have something solid here. With Snake, I do feel like this connection is going to go through several transformations. So it could be that you start off as friends and then maybe you start seeing each other casually. And maybe in this casual phase, you go back and forth, but then it becomes something that is actually like a relationship. With Upheaval, I do feel like there's going to be a point in this connection where it could even be like after you have some intimate moments together, whether it's sensual or not. I feel like there's going to be some upheaval because I kind of feel like there's going to be a moment where you don't know whether this is going to be something worthwhile pursuing or whether you can trust each other. And by trust, I mean like trust that this will be a connection that you can see through. But I feel like that's going to be like a test of this connection. It's not going to be anything too dramatic, and it's not going to be anything that breaks your heart too much. It's more like there's going to be something here. If it was otherwise going perfectly, there's going to be a wrench thrown in this just to show you how good things can get. Because with Vishnu here, there is a balance, and I'm being called to read for Vishnu now because I've been reading up a lot on my Hindu gods, not gonna lie, but for whatever reason, Vishnu escapes me. Because I'm more partial to Shiva because he is the god of yoga, and even oh my god, how dare I forget his name? But anyway, Vishnu, we're talking about Vishnu here. This is about Vishnu, not anybody else. Oh, not me opening up to Shiva, I swear. For a lot of you, there's going to be things, oh, that's what the wrench in this connection is. Somebody from your past may try to step in and try to like win you back over while you're with this person, and it's not going to work. Or maybe it's going to make you question a lot. Maybe it's somebody you've been wanting back for a long time, and you're just, and it's going to be a test, but you're going to realize just, well, one, what that person means to you now, because I don't think you're going to see them the same way anymore, and two, just how much better you're doing now. Okay, Vishnu. Rectifying imbalances in your body, mind, and soul reduces suffering and pain. The middle path is the best course of action. Vishnu, the preserver, that's who he is, the preserver, is the middle part of the Hindu trinity between Brahma, the creator, Shiva, the destroyer. So far, Vishnu has been reincarnated 9 times to assist in balancing the powers of light and darkness. So there's something here about preserving this. Yeah. Protection, perseverance, preserving, ideal romance. Whatever is coming up next for you, pile 2, might be a little too good to be true. To the point where you may even be, oh, that's what the starting something means. You might even start an argument or start some sort of drama between you and your person just to test it. Because it's like, you know what? Things are going a little too perfectly. Let me try and mess this up. And you know what's funny? You're going to try. Or maybe your person might do this. But the thing is, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Maybe somebody else, maybe an outside party is going to try and mess things up, and lo and behold, I feel like either you or your partner are going to do something here either that's unexpected, or it's just going to be proof that this was meant to be and that it's going to be something good. So with that said, let's move on to the tarot. I'm going to do the tarot in a you versus them, because for a lot of you, I feel like I said, you're already kind of with them, and or you've met them already. You already have building blocks. I feel like you're already friends. You've met them already is what I'm seeing. If not, I mean, If not in the physical, it could be, you know, maybe you've seen them in dreams or something. But whoever this person is, there's something solid here. So let's go ahead and start with connecting energies. I'm intending you to be on the left side and your person on the right side. But connecting energies, we've got the awakening. We've got the Queen of Cups reversed. So you're not going to be... Look, for a moment when you were with your person, or even when you first met them, you were not emotionally available at all. I think that's why you started off as friends. Either you knew this, they knew this, maybe you both were emotionally unavailable. You started off as friends because there was nothing there at first. Or even if there was, I feel like it would have been just a physical attraction, but not an emotional attraction. Like you weren't ready for a relationship. So neither of you were available at first. But the awakening, it's like you're awakening up to your emotions for this person, or vice versa. You could easily be mirroring these things to each other. And with awakening, this is judgment. This is like a decision, a life-altering decision. Plutonic energy is coming through, and I mean that as in Pluto, Plutonic. So you could have, this is going to be very transformational regardless. I forgot to mention that with the snake card. It's very transformational. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of love here. Also a lot of passion. This is the kind of love, this is literally lovemaking. Like that sensual union does eventually turn into lovemaking because you have such deep feelings for each other. And the Three of Swords reversed. Like I said, there's going to be like a wrench thrown into this because it almost seems too good to be true. It almost seems too perfect. Either you or your person are not used to this. So something's going to happen to kind of test this, to let you know that this is the real deal. This is something you can go to distance with. Let's go ahead and get cards for you. I'm also channeling this energy very smoothly. That doesn't always happen. We have the Three of Wands. You're in a transition phase when you meet, either when you meet this person or even currently while you're still seeing this person. We have Temperance, healing, but also your energy is focused elsewhere, even though you are entertaining this person. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And two more cards, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. So you're definitely focusing on your career. You could be focusing on, for example, where you want to live. I feel like things are up in the air for you, but the one thing you do have going on for you right now is this connection. So even though everything else is kind of up in the air, whether it's your career, for some of you, it's a living space. I keep hearing a living space. I feel like you and this person have something solid, and I feel like part of the reason this manifested is because you were literally focused on everything else but your love life. And two, the universe sent this person at this time so that you could have somebody to rely on. Yeah, interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and see cards for your person. If you don't have somebody, this is going to be somebody coming in really soon. But like I said, the majority of you already know who this person is. So we have the Sun. Yeah, that makes sense. They inspire you. They fill you with confidence. They could be a Leo or have Leo placements. Or their Sun, like they're in astrology, their Sun could actually either trine something with you, or it could be conjunct something here. So like their Sun is your moon, or their Sun is your Venus, or vice versa. Your Sun could be something to any of their planets. But it's either moon or Venus. That's what I'm hearing. We have the Six of Wands. Oh, they adore you. They absolutely adore you. Not only that, but they love to help you. They love to play hero to you. We have the Hanged Muse. This person changed their mind about you too, believe it or not. I don't know if they'll ever tell you this, or maybe they have. I feel like at one point they didn't see you the way they see you now, and now that they do, it's kind of like they didn't know. Like they probably always found you attractive, but they always thought, well, I could never really be with this person. But now it's like they've gotten to know you and they're like, actually, pile 2 is pretty great. And I don't know why I overlooked that. Because I definitely see there being physical attraction here, and I feel like that was the only thing that like really... that you both had going on here. But for the both of you, physical attraction is not enough to want to be with somebody, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like you're both aware enough that physical looks don't get you far, or like they don't last forever and they can change. Why does November Rain keep coming through? The song November Rain by what's their names? Guns N' Roses. Nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get the last card for your person. Page of Voices, Page of Swords. They don't know how to express themselves fully and entirely. So I feel like, I mean, this could easily be a language barrier. If this is somebody that doesn't speak your language as their first language, this could be like a little bit of a language barrier. But another way of seeing this is that they don't know how to put into words what they feel or how to express themselves fully to you about what it is that they want. So I feel like even though they're amazing, like you absolutely adore them, they absolutely adore you. This relationship brings a lot of confidence. I mean, look at all this yellow. This person's very confident. When it comes to speaking to you, they just don't know what to say. And sometimes this comes through as, well, like I said, a language barrier. It could also be a speech impediment. Maybe they literally just have a speech impediment or any sort of disability that prevents them from being able to communicate effectively. But mostly they just don't know what to say around you because they don't want to mess it up, or maybe they're just a person of not many words. But that said, they still try for you, or maybe they don't have to say much for you to understand them. And vice versa for them to understand you. This could be a connection where like you don't speak much, but you get each other. I like your person's energy. They're very chill. They're very calm. I actually like that. So this person may not be one of many words, but when they do speak, you get each other, which is pretty cool. Back of the deck, we have the Moon reversed. And look, there's a lot of trust between the both of you. The Moon reversed is like secrets revealed. Upright, it would be there's a lot of secrets. Ooh, 9 of Cups. 4 of Wands. Look, you and your person, you're going to get pretty far. I don't want to say this is your forever person, and I don't want to say anything like that because I feel like it's still too new for the both of you to even consider that, but there is a huge possibility for that to happen here. So lots of love in this relationship. Maybe you're still a little bit emotionally unavailable when you decide to be together, when you decide to take it to the next level, but I feel like it's going to work out. But it's up to the both of you how far you want to take it and how things will play out. But one thing's for sure, there's a love here between you and your person. To what degree that is, I'm not sure. But you're having fun with them, and it's great. So let's go ahead and get some closing card. Well, these are going to be channeled messages from your person, but I want to do a self-care card. This could be something you do on your own or with your person. Create art. Ooh, I don't typically see this card in this deck. So you and your person could create art together, or maybe they inspire artistic things within you. This is so interesting. Yeah, maybe they inspire some artistic ability, or you could be their muse. They could be your muse. Maybe you're both just artistic. It doesn't have to be like physical art. It could be anything. Maybe they inspire you to create something and vice versa. But you could do collaborations with each other, and maybe you amplify each other's art. I actually love this. I really do love this. Pisces energy is coming through strongly. Also, number 17, so somebody here could have been born on the 17th. Or maybe you could have known this person since you were 17 for some of you. Like I said, some of you already know this person. Maybe it's somebody from way back. Let's go ahead and get channeled messages from your person. So we have, I just want to know why. This person could be very inquisitive, not gonna lie. I feel like they are very curious. Even if they're not one of many words, they're very curious. Why not? Yeah, they ask a lot of questions. They want to know why and why not. I want you. Yeah, like you both definitely want each other. Oh, okay. The feeling is mutual. Yes, lots of mutual feelings here between you and your person. Like I said, there's mirroring here. I am not coming back. Did I mention that there would be like an ex coming back here? There is somebody here who might try to come back. It could be your ex, it could be their ex. This could also be like whatever you've left behind, you're not going back to it. So if it's not a person, it could be a space, an environment, etc. Don't trust everything you hear. There could be rumors about you and this person as well. Or maybe there's been rumors about you and or this person that you know better than to trust for the rest of my life. Like I said, there is a possibility for this to be something long-term and committed, but that's only if you want to take it there, because that is still very much a possibility. And then back of the deck, I'm really sorry. Like I said, there's going to be like a test to this connection. And I feel like sometimes the way somebody apologizes lets you know what kind of person they are. And maybe that's why this had to happen. I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional. I don't see either of you playing mind games like that. But if for whatever chance one of you messes up, it's like the apologies here are going to be, I feel like you're just going to want to see that side of them to see how they handle conflict, and vice versa. They might want to see how you handle conflict as well. It's not mind games, but something's going to happen and you're going to be going through it, and it's going to be a test to what this connection can go through. But this is where I leave it, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the selenite heart and the kiss, then we have a reading here for you about the next chapter of your love life. So already, I'm recording this at like one of my favorite time of the day. It's the evening, or no, dusk, like right before the evening, right before, or I guess it is evening, right before the sun goes down, especially during like the spring or summer when it starts cooling down during the day. The sun is slowly like going over the horizon. So yeah, this time of day could be important for some of you. You also chose the kiss. So for some of you, there could have already been a kiss involved. Some of you could already be with somebody, or maybe something is up in the air with somebody, but this is just a placeholder. This is just meant to be something for you to pick. So let's go ahead and shuffle your actual archetype card. It's the only card that I haven't pre-shuffled. For my pile 3, what's up next for them in love? We've got the eternal child. So whatever's coming up next, it's going to make your inner child very happy. So either you and this person, if there is a person involved, it's going to be like you're both children when you get together. You this beautiful, pure, loving side of yours comes out. Like you both have a lot of fun, or you could do the things you enjoyed doing as kids. Like maybe you like to go to amusement parks, or maybe you enjoy being outdoors, or maybe you both enjoy just hanging out, playing video games, whatever the case is. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. We have Anubis protection. We have Cobra. We have soft whispers. And I have to censor that. There's like, this energy is protected. You're very protected, pile 3, and I feel like this protection extends out to your person if there is one. I feel like for a lot of you, you could already be in a connection, or you could be single. I'm intending to read for both situations or multiple situations. We also have commitment. This card signifies an engagement, marriage, or that both people want to commit to a serious relationship. This card also pertains to a stable relationship coming your way. Yeah, I get the feeling that a lot of you are going to be partnered up here, or soon if you already aren't. We have newt fertility. And this connection could make you rather fertile, so yeah, take precautions if you don't want that. We have this card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And whatever preconceived ideas or desires that you thought you had, let those go, because I feel like within this next chapter, you're going to be surprised at what you want. Because we do have the fertility card, for example. Maybe you realize that with the right person, the right partner, you would actually want to create a family, whatever that may look like to you. This could also be that maybe typically you're not one for commitment, but within this new chapter, you're going to find the right environment, the right person to want to commit to something. We have rest. Yeah, it's also a great time to... This is just a soft energy. I love this soft, loving energy coming in for you, pile 3. And we have, I am okay with who I am. I am not perfect, but I am always learning and growing. Yeah, this energy is lovely. Whatever's up next for you in your love life, pile 3, I feel like you're not going to be suffering. Even though there's a cobra here, like I said, you're protected. There's protection here. I'm going to read from the book to see what other insights it has regarding that particular card, because it's different from the snake, because cobras are, well, they're a different kind of snake. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're stepping into an energy where you feel a lot better about yourself, and therefore you feel a lot better about your love life. Some of you could already be with a partner and you're just stepping into some nice, easy, loving energy. And those of you who are single, you're going to be with somebody who's going to put you in your soft energy. It's somebody you're very comfortable with, somebody that even provides some sort of protection. You feel safe with this person, both emotionally and physically. What's interesting is that I am recording this during Year of the Snake, so a cobra is essentially a snake. For some of you, this person could either be Year of the Snake, or you could, or Year of the Snake could be an important time for you, even though this is meant to be a timeless reading. But let me go ahead and read from the book for Cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher, and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And similarly, I feel like for some of you, I mean, quite literally, maybe you and your person could be educators, like maybe you're both teachers, and hence that's why you find it easy to act like children, because you're around them all the time. Therefore, you have fun in ways that involve children. Or you could both be parents as well. That's another way of seeing it, because I'm seeing either you, your person, or the both of you be two kinds of people who really protect others. Like, I feel like you're going to be very protective over each other, and you protect your relationship from other outside external factors. I wonder if was there another pile that had something similar here? I'm not sure. But if so, and if it came from that pile, that still stands, that still remains. I feel like that's like an energy coming in for a lot of couples lately. That's just in the air for romance in general, whenever I'm posting this or whenever you see this. Because I feel like Venus retrograde brought up a lot of issues in relationships. Venus in retrograde specifically in Aries and Pisces. And Pisces it's a stereotype, though not all Pisces are like this. Pisces can be seen as more delicate and vulnerable, and Aries is like the fighter. So there's like a balance here between being vulnerable with each other but defending each other as well. I do feel like for a lot of you there is somebody coming in, because I'm trying to tap into energy for singles. You're not going to be single for long, or even if you are technically single, maybe you're not really committed to this person. Whoever you and this person are, you are going to want to keep this to yourselves. There's a lot of there's vulnerability here as well, and I feel like you learn a lot from each other. The Cobra card here does resonate with fire energy, so you and or your person could be fire signs or have strong fire placements. For those of you already in a connection, like you've already been with your partner for some time, I feel like the Rest card is letting you know that if you've been having lots of ups and downs, or if there's been a lot of things going on within your individual lives or within your combined life, whatever's going on, I feel like you're going to have a moment of rest. So you're finally going to have a chance to just, chill, be with each other, and enjoy each other's company. Or if this is more like, for example, a connection that is one where you don't see each other often enough, or even if it's long distance, there's going to be a lot of resting here. You're going to have a lot of time to just be with each other. And I feel like that particular time, plus the soft whispers, plus the fertility, if you wanted to have children, that this would be a great time to have them. This would be a great chapter to start that. But that's optional, of course. This is only for those of you who are already looking for this. With that said, love this energy. It's so calming. It's so soothing. I love this for you, pile 3. I wish I could live in it. But let's go ahead and move on to the tarot. To see, more specifically, you and your person, to see what's coming up for you next in your love life. I do feel a lot of you are going to have somebody. Like, I find it hard to believe that you don't. So this is not a pile where you're going to remain single. Let me put it that way. So I'm going to start with connecting energies between you and your person. If you're currently single, I'm hearing specifically for this pile, this is the energy that you are going to be in when you meet your person, or when you finally get with your person. So for my pile 3, we have the 9 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, things have not been going the way you expected them to go. So if you're already with a partner, I feel like there's been a lot of stuff in your life that has been keeping you from being able to quote, quote, consummate the relationship, if you will, or to just have time together or to just enjoy life together. And if you're single, I feel like you've been too busy focusing on other things to even care about dating or to spend too much time on certain people. For example, let's say you've been dating casually, maybe you haven't even had time to respond back to the people who are interested, because literally everything has been getting in the way here. Because the Nine of Cups is kind of like basically everything you wanted is not turning out how you expected, or even if you are getting what you wanted, you're still having to deal with the repercussions of everything that, of all the things that you signed up for, you know, like all the time that these things that you want are it's like the paperwork with buying your dream house. You know, of course you get your house, but you have to sign the paperwork, make sure that you are paying your bills, make sure you're maintaining it. So for some of you, you're actually getting something that you want. It's just other things getting in the way here. We have Justice reversed. For some of you, there could be either legal things getting in the way or bureaucracy getting in the way. It's interesting that that's coming through. A great example would be, and I'll use myself as an example, like I have a lot of stuff going on with my house right now, so that's preventing me from being able to like focus on dating. Like I could, but I wouldn't be 100% present, and I don't want to. Like I barely have time to hang out with my friends, or you know, if I do, it's very casual. I don't have to worry about putting my best self, because I know they'll accept me, and you know, I love them, they love me. It's different when you're dating. So that's the example I'm being told to present. We have the Six of Swords. Some of you are also leaving behind something. I feel like you're leaving behind the energy that was keeping you busy or preoccupied or distracted. And the Ace of Wands. For a lot of you, you're kind of not expecting. It's kind of like this beautiful, peaceful energy creeps up on you when you least expect it. And once it's there, you take full advantage of it. It's kind of like when you're waiting for vacation to start, but you almost forget about it because you're too busy focusing on work. And then suddenly you realize you're 2 days away from vacation and you're like, oh, actually, I have to start preparing for this other thing. And then once, you know, you clock out and you're on vacation. Let's say yellow coming through. So solar plexus energy, you're going to be in very confident, powerful energy. You're gaining back some power, self-power. So pile 3, I'm intending it to be on the left side and your person to be on the right side. So pile 3, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. You're overcoming a lot. You really are. Especially any mental or emotional worries that you may have. We have the Hermit. Because a lot of you have not been in the mood for romance at all. I feel like the universe literally makes time for you and your person so you can focus on each other. It's like, I actually love this because a lot of you, you've been like, what love, what romance? I don't care. Ace of Cups. And there she is. Like some of you have been deprived and starved of love and you're not even recognizing it. So the universe is literally bringing in somebody or making time and space for your person so you can actually focus on each other. This would be like somebody here surprising you with time away from everything so you can be together. This would be like, let's say you have children with your partner, your parents or your partner's parents come along and it's like, hey, let's take away the kids and you guys have a fun weekend to yourselves. That's the kind of energy that this feels like. So this beautiful peaceful energy will creep up on you when you least expect it. It'll probably be when you're at your busiest or when you're knee deep in like trying to figure out your problems or work situations. Some of you could have some emotional or mental turmoil going on here, or you feel like I said, you just have a lot of stuff going on. Maybe it's in the middle of tax season because I know that's where we are in the US anyway. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with your partner. For my pile 3's person, we have Page of Pentacles, Earth energy. They're keeping you grounded. We have the we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Knight of Swords. I like this energy from them. And the World reversed. Back of the deck Four of Wands. They want to be your everything. They want to be your everything. They may express this. They may even surprise you with something here. They may surprise you with a getaway. Because like I said, this comes when you least expect it. You're over here dealing with like all sorts of stuff. You're deprived of love and attention. You may feel like a hot mess and you're just like, you don't really seem to care. If you're single, you, like I said, you literally do not care about love. And then here comes your person. They've got a mixture of earth and air energy, but they kind of don't know what to do. I feel like they're going to try their darndest to want to do something for you. I feel like they want to prove themselves. The Page of Pentacles is earth energy, and it kind of has something to prove. They want something of substance. The Knight of Swords, they want to express something to you as well. So I feel like this Knight of Swords is coming through as a little bit surprising, a little bit out of nowhere. It's air energy, which can be unexpected. So they're going to come in with something unexpected, and they may try to do something for you. But with both the Wheel of Fortune and the World, both cards of completion, both cards of like finality reversed, I feel like they don't want to make up your mind for you. So they're going to make, it's like they're skirting the line between wanting to do something for you and not wanting to do something that is without your consent, if that makes any sense. So they may want to surprise you, but they don't know what would be within the realm of being able to do that. But I do feel like their heart is in the right place. That said, I feel like if they're typically not very verbally expressive, they will be. And if this is somebody new, this is somebody who's going to want to express their feelings and their adoration for you, because they see you going through this. They see you having a rough time, and I feel like they just want to be there for you. The Four of Wands lets me know that you will end up having a great time with them regardless, because I feel like they too miss you. They too want to be something there for you, but they don't know what they can do. I feel like this person, for a lot of you, mainly the single ones, this is somebody new. And if this is somebody you've already been with, they're in new energy with you. Like they're in a new situation that they don't know how to handle, or maybe they've gone through this before and they didn't do it right the first time, so they want to do it right the second time, or third, fourth, whatever time this is. This time they want to do it right. I like this energy. It's very realistic, but it's also something you've been needing. Like whatever you've been needing, the universe has it prepped up for you, Pile 3. You're going to have it when you least expect it. You're going to get it when you're in the middle of whatever you're going through. And you deserve it. Like, you honestly deserve it. What's underneath this? We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's like a happily ever after. And then we have the Magician reversed, the Ace of... For some of you, you're really fertile right now. Like I said, oh yeah, 2 of Cups. It's like... It takes some magic making. Literally, the Magician here, this person could ask for help from somebody else to get this going, but it's like they want to do something for you, and they're gonna figure it out. And once you find that out, it's just gonna be like, I love this energy. I love when things like this happen, because it's like if you had any doubts that this was your person, they're gonna prove to you that they are. Even though they themselves are not feeling at their greatest either, they know that if they attempt to make themselves feel better with you, it's going to be twice as sweet. So I love this energy. Honestly, Pile 3, this is beautiful. What's up next in love for you is some time away with your love, with your boo. Or you're about to have one. And it's going to be great. So let's move on to some closing advice. These are going to be channeled messages from your person. I'm also using cards from the Self-Care Oracle. This could be something that you do either with your person or alone. For a lot of you though, I do feel like it's going to be with your person. For my Pile 3, we have Create Art. This came out in another pile. I feel like my piles are... Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, you're becoming very creative. Focusing on the creativity and the fertility. Some of you guys, I'll be honest, some of you are about to make babies with somebody. Like, it's just because I'm thinking of create art, but I'm also thinking of creation, you know, procreation. For some of you, like, I mean it. Use precautions if you don't want children, because you're going to be very fertile with whoever this is. Because this came out in another pile, I'm going to get another one for you, Pile 3. But you could be creating art with somebody here. Maybe you take those painting classes together, or pottery. I don't know, something. You do something together. Positive affirmations. So this is more for you, pile 3. I feel like you would benefit a lot from being more positive internally to yourself, and saying positive affirmations, saying good things, even if it's just for the heck of it, even if it's just like as a last resort. I feel like you would benefit from some stubborn positivity, not exactly toxic. I want to call it stubborn, like just because I feel like you're going through a lot, pile 3. And sometimes, this is my hyper independent pile, I can already feel it. Sometimes you just need a little bit of positivity from yourself, even if it's something that's half baked. It goes a long way. Again, I'm not saying it's toxic positivity. It's more just being kind to yourself. And then back of the deck, we have soak in a bath. For some of you, you could be going somewhere where there's like a lot of, you could take an Epsom salt bath. Somebody could like create a bubble bath for you. Or you could take a bath with your boo. I love this. I keep saying boo. Does somebody here call somebody boo? That's cute. All right, let's get messages from your person. Channeled messages from your person for my pile 3. Rise and rise again. Yeah, you have such a persevering spirit. Like, you don't give up, and that's what's beautiful about you, pile 3. I am yours. Your person is so devoted to you, and they're going to prove it. Don't go back. There's something here that you're not going to go back to. Not sure what that is. For some of you, I'm hearing it's a career. And for some of you, I'm hearing it's like a mindset. For some of you, it's both. And for some of you, it could be a family or something. I don't know why that was coming through. Like, yeah, family drama. Don't give up on us. Yeah, this person refuses to give up on you and them, and they ask the same. Sometimes it's about letting go. Yeah, you're letting go of a lot, or you could be letting go of your worries in this particular instance, in this next chapter of your life, love life. And the last card, be patient. There's a lot of patience here. There's also a lot of love. I absolutely adore this energy. It's like a sweet bubble bath after a long, tiring day. That's exactly what this next chapter of your love life feels like. For some of you, you could literally be going like on a honeymoon, or maybe a delayed honeymoon, or the honeymoon you never took, or at the very least, that's what it's going to feel like. But this is where I leave it, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. If you chose the red jasper heart, then we have a reading here for you about the next chapter of your love life. You chose the card Eros, which of course means the erotic love. So for a lot of you, there could be something spicy in the works for you in this next chapter. But this is just a placeholder for you to choose the image. We're going to go ahead and get your actual archetype card to see what your card is. It's the only one I'm live shuffling. The rest of them are already pre-shuffled. So for my pile 4, what's up next in their love life? We have Gnosis. Gnosis. Oh, why am I getting all-knowing? Is that what that means? I'll look it up in the book. But you have Gnosis. And then we also have Longing and Desire, number 2. And I do have to censor this, because there's I gotta censor a lot of this, actually. Just there. But in case you're wondering, she's holding like a crystal ball and just looking at it. So maybe some of you are here because you honestly don't know what your next chapter in love is. There we go. We've got Hypnos, Sleep. We've got Panther. We have this Froggy card. Even when I am struggling, there is undeniable magic that exists within me. We have Bastet, Sanctuary. It's funny, in other oracle decks, Bastet is usually seen as like a very playful and even very sensual goddess. But here we have Sanctuary. We also have Caution. We have this card. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And then we have Manifest Your Soulmate and Reconciliation. So if you want to look at this, it is a manifestation ritual that you can follow or do. And it involves a candle for those of you who want to manifest your soulmate. And then we also have reconciliation. This card stands for reconciliation and forgiveness. Someone may feel very sorry for their actions and wants to apologize. Or perhaps you are in this situation. It may also be important to forgive in order to move on. Not gonna lie, pile 4, I feel like out of all the piles today, this is the most single energy that I felt. Because I feel like for some of you, either you're still processing like a heartbreak, or you could just decide that you don't want to be in a relationship right now because you're going through quite a few things. I'm going to go ahead and read for Gnosis though. So we have innermost knowing mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures and scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypical wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. Okay, so some of you honestly don't know. And I feel like you honestly don't care. Maybe you're not in that energy right now, but I feel like you eventually will be, because with sleep, longing, and desire, sanctuary, and caution, I feel like some of you don't want to date. If you're not in that energy right now, there's going to be some moments in this next chapter where you're like, I'm actually good. I'm hearing that you feel like you're actually good. You don't want anybody. Maybe you're just kind of living life and doing your own thing. Because I'm even seeing, for some of you, a little slice of life thing coming on where all you do is go to work, go work out, come home, eat healthy, and sleep. It's like you're getting back to basics. It's weird because all the other piles felt like there was somebody in the works, like either it's somebody they were dating or somebody they were already with. This one, I'm not feeling another person's energy. I mean, we'll see more in the tarot because that is meant to be like a and B style between you and another person. With Panther though, I do see you rather defensive about your singlehood here. Some of you are like stubbornly single. I'm gonna read from the Panther just to see what that has to say. I'm getting this energy that especially those of you who have recently broken up, you're just kind of like not wanting to date anyone right now. We have annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. The Panther won't stand up to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all, the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. For a lot of you, I feel like a lot of you already know if you're breaking up with somebody or if you're just not with somebody or you're deciding to just stop dating. I feel like a lot of you, you're focusing on yourselves, but you're also trying to manifest a partner. So it's not that, I mean, some of you might want to remain single for the rest of your lives, but I find that hard to believe because you're at this reading. Unless you're just here to support the channel, in which case, thank you so much. But for a lot of you, I feel like there's going to be a reconciliation for sure. And much like the card said, it's going to start with you forgiving yourself for the things that you've put yourself through or the things that you decided to embark on, even when your gut feeling was telling you otherwise. But for a lot of you, don't be surprised if people come out of the woodwork and start apologizing to you over things from either years ago, a long time ago, or even things that you didn't think were a big deal. Because when you put yourself first, when you start valuing yourself, people start recognizing that energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, emotions have been getting in the way of you really reaching for your goals or putting yourself first. That's what I'm getting, especially with this Bastet energy. She's very independent, but also very playful. So even though there's a lot of no romance going on in this particular pile, it's still positive. It's still you protecting your peace above everything. A lot of you would rather be single and alone than be in a situationship, than be in a relationship where things are just ridiculous. You would rather do this than put up with somebody who only, who isn't doing the things that you want or who just doesn't seem to be adding to your life. And that's fair. That's very fair here, pile 4. With that said, I want to move on to the tarot because I kind of want to know what's going on mostly within you, but because you don't really have a partner coming in, or at least not one, I'm going to do it for this person that you are manifesting, should you manifest somebody. A lot of you, the most I see is that you could be casually seeing people, but there's no commitment. There's not even like, you know how when you casually see somebody and you kind of go out on several dates and you get to know them. I'm not even seeing that. I see like one and done things. Some of you could literally be just getting into hookup culture, and that's okay. I'm not here to, I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you do it healthily. I am seeing that for some of you, not all. You will know who you are. Let's go ahead and get your cards. So I'm going to start with connecting energies. I'm intending you, pile 4, to be on the left side, and your person, should anybody come in, if there's anybody who's interested, or even this person from the past who wants to reconcile, whoever this person is, they're going to be on the right side. So let's start with connecting energies. I knew there was going to be one pile that was like single as a Pringle, and this is it, because all the other piles, they definitely had people. So if you're not resonating with this, or if you definitely want somebody in the next chapter of your love life, I would go choose another pile 4. We've got the Queen of Swords reversed. We have Justice reversed. Somebody has been saying stuff about you. I don't know if that's affecting your love life or not, but somebody has been saying stuff about you. This is a feminine energy, but they do not have to be a woman, but this feels like catty energy. And I feel like this is not you, this is somebody else. They could be getting in the way of your relationships. For some of you, I'm hearing it could be a mother. Like maybe, for some of you, you might have some meddling mothers that are like trying to talk to your ex about getting back together with you. That's not everybody. But for some of you, you know who you are. Like, I'm seeing that. That's so weird. Or it could even be their own mothers trying to convince them to get back with you. Somebody who honestly doesn't understand boundaries. I'm hearing mother knows best from the Tangled. We have the Two of Swords. But I see you, either you already blocked this person, or you don't seem to care, or you're being very, you're setting super strong boundaries, maybe a little bit too strong, because I see you literally denying and blocking everything and everyone that is romantic. It's like you don't care, or at the very least you're protecting yourself from this energy. And then 2 more. We got the Devil reversed, yep, and Page of Pentacles reversed. You're not dealing with anybody who's got some garbage to bring to you, and that's fair. Maybe for some of you, you recently got out of a particular relationship or situationship. You recently got out of something that was so traumatizing that you're just focusing on you. Maybe you came here to see if anything regarding that situation would develop. And I guess this is what this is trying to tell you. But I see a lot of you protecting your peace at all costs. You don't want anything to do with the past. And that's fair, pile 4. We have the Ace of Wands, but honestly, some of you, you're just hooking up with people, and that's okay. That's okay. You got your needs that need to be met. There's nothing wrong with that. We are very, very positive regarding sensuality here at Hazel Lucia Tarot. We have the Four of Swords, not surprised, resting, taking time away from everybody. We have the Muse of Voices. You know what's interesting? So this is supposed to be the King of Swords, but because this is a more divine feminine centered tarot deck, they use the Muse of Voices as well. Therefore, I'm okay explaining the hierarchy between the Queen of Swords and the Muse of Swords here. The Muse would be above the Queen in this particular deck. At least that's one way of reading it. I'm not saying that that's what the deck says, but I see you being above whatever this energy is. Like whatever this mess is, whatever these people want to say, whatever this cattiness is, you're above it and you don't care. This could also be like either your ex or people from the past wanting to say things about you, and you're just like, I don't care. That's what I keep hearing. And I'm proud of you, pile 4, because I feel like you deserve this. We also have the Four of Cups, and you're not letting anything drag you down. You're not letting anything make you feel bad about yourself. I'm so proud of you, pile 4, because I feel like in the past, maybe you would have been devastated and heartbroken, and now instead you're putting yourself first. Another way of seeing the Ace of Wands is you taking ownership of your own power. And maybe it's the first time in a long time that that's happened. You put yourself first. Absolutely love this energy. You're also being very, not saying that there's anything wrong with being emotional, but I do see you not letting your emotions get in the way of your decisions anymore. Because I feel like in the past you did, and it made you, why am I seeing a clown? It made you feel like a clown. Like maybe you because you loved somebody so much, or you thought you loved somebody, or you had such deep feelings for somebody, you did a lot for them, and now it's like, I'm not doing that anymore. Not at the expense of your pride, not at the expense of your dignity. All right, let's get your person. Let's see who this is. This could be somebody from the future. This could be somebody who wants to date you. I'm trying not to tap into past energy, but that could be the case. So we have 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the Star, and 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so a wonderful, okay, so if those of you going through a divorce, this person wants to separate amicably is what I'm hearing, seeing. Like, they have hope that things will get better between the both of you, because I do feel like they want to remain friends, they want to be friends, they want to keep things civil between you and between you and them. And if you have kids, that makes sense. Like I said, if it's a divorce, it's going to be an amicable one, because they want things to be fair. The Star lets me know that this person does want to remain friends with you, or does want to keep you in their life, hence why they are reconciling. So for a lot of you, if this was a breakup, this person still wants to be on good terms. Like, they're aware that things didn't work out. They're also aware that they need to let you go. And they want things to be better. The problem here is everybody outside of this, like either families, or like I said, there's a mother figure here for some of you, and for some of you, there's just a lot of gossip. Like, maybe you're aware that your separation makes you look bad, but between you and your person, you're actually okay. And that's pretty sweet of them. I do feel like this is the past person. If I was to read this as a future person, though, they're very aware that you're not emotionally available, but they have hope that maybe you'll give them a chance at some point in the future when you're ready. Because the 5 of Wands is kind of like knowing that things haven't settled, and the 7 of Pentacles is knowing that there are things to work on. Regardless, whoever this person is, past or future, they're very mature about it. And this makes sense because it's law of attraction here. You're vibrating at the energy of being a very mature adult who is taking care of themselves. You're attracting that aspect in many people, whether it's past or future. Back of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you, you're focusing on your career and your stability, especially if you don't have any right now. You're focusing on your own stability and growing your own garden. So, yeah, this isn't the most romantic reading, but you focusing on yourself, focusing on your self-love is really worth it. And for a lot of you, you're really more concerned about the fallout of something. And this is letting you know that, yes, you will be dealing with this. Do take care of this person, yeah, there's a toxic energy surrounding you and somebody else. I feel like they're trying to get in the way of you amicably ending things with somebody. Like I said, if this is a divorce, this could be like an ex-mother-in-law or an ex-parent-in-law. Yeah, you're not dealing with that. And they may be coming after your assets. Make sure you don't. That's why the Justice card is here. Make sure you get professional legal advice on your side if you can. But yeah, that's what's next in your love life. If you want to know what's going to happen after this, I suggest picking another pile. But for a lot of you, you're dealing with, you're dealing with a fallout. But it's going to be very positive. All right, so let's get some closing advice from my pile 4. We got a self-care card to see what you can do to take care of yourself. Plan a vacation. For some of you, you could be doing a getaway by yourself, a solo trip, or even just going somewhere where your friends are. Some of you could decide to go visit like your comfort place, whether that's visiting family or visiting your favorite place on earth. And then here we have aromatherapy. So some of you could decide, this is cute. I like when aromatherapy shows up because sometimes I take that to mean you're going to find a perfume that is part of your new era or your new scent, whatever that may be. Also, just smelling different scents does kind of alter the way your brain patterns work, and that can help a lot in making you feel better. And then for channeled messages from your person, this person could be anybody, by the way. I'm not sure who it is yet. Sometimes multiple people come through when I do these channeled messages. We have the time is now. So right now is a great time to do whatever it is that you need to do. And you know what you need to do, pile 4. We have, it's going to take time. Yeah, you're going to take time in healing and processing this is what I'm hearing. I feel the same. Your person feels the exact same way. So if you both want to end things amicably, I feel like they want to do so as well. It's like the less suffering there can be between you and your person, the better is, and you both want this. Like, so this is actually a very positive separation for the both of you. If only we could travel back in time. I do feel there are certain regrets and you kind of wish you had waited certain things out or wish that you had done things differently. This was meant to be, but this is confirmation from the universe that it had to end this way for certain reasons. And some of you will know why. If you have kids with this person, that's probably why. Or if you've been to certain places with this person, if they gave you a lifestyle that you otherwise couldn't have had on your own, that's another reason why. And I want you. I do feel there will be somebody in the future coming through, but right now, like I said, they're either waiting in their wings or they're giving you your space. Not if I can help it, but there could be, like I said, there's interference coming here. So when you do move on to somebody else, somebody new, when you start seeing them, make sure you just keep them away from the drama. Because I feel like people will want to talk about it, or their energy might get in the way here. But this is where I leave it, pile 4. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I am sending you so much love, so much healing, and so much positive energy on this particular next chapter of your love life. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.